Good morning, everyone listening to us out there. My name is Garuba Fizolumide. I am always your host, and I will always be your host on anything that do with voice of the farmer and anything that do with agriculture, and that is what I do today. Today, I have with me another person. Today, yesterday, or let me say day before yesterday. Yes, yesterday we had someone that shared a story with us, which was very, very inspiring. He said he started, let me say, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, but now we have someone with us now that is still in school, a student of agriculture. And we do say this every time that some of our students don't really want to study agriculture, but we have someone here that is proud studying agriculture in one prestigious university in Kwara State, that is Ilorin. So we'll be sharing with us some of his experience and some of the things he wants us to learn, some of the things he wants us to learn from, and also some of the things he wants to tell his colleagues that are also studying agriculture in other schools as well. So good morning, Mr. Habib.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm Saka Olaskomin Abib, a student at Alikuma University, Faculty of Agriculture. Good morning.
Okay, morning. Nice meeting you, Mr. Habib. It's a good one from you. This is the power of social media. We met online and we've not seen ourselves before, but fortunately for us, we are meeting ourselves for the first time, seeing ourselves like seeing ourselves face to face now, which I think is a good one. I must commend your efforts. You made me understand that yes, some people are doing agriculture as a cause with passion and they're passionate about it. Because I saw some pictures, I saw some stories you create. That is why we come up with this content that said, okay, farmers should tell their story themselves. Nobody will tell your story for you if you did not say it yourself. So that is why we are bringing you on board to come and talk about one of the things you want us to know about your school when it comes to agricultural sector, and what are the things you are doing as yourself too, as a farmer, and what are the challenges you are facing. Now let's start from your school. I know some schools to be doing agriculture as a course. Yes, almost all the schools are doing agriculture as a course. But what stand Ali Ikima University out as like you being an agricultural student? What do you think stand your school out when it comes to agriculture?
Yeah, good morning once again. I'm Saka Olaskomin Abib, like I said the other time, from University of Alikuma University, Ilorin, Faculty of Agriculture. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Olumide. Thank you very much for bringing me into this program. Firstly, when we talk about Alikiman, it's a faith-based university and it was situated in Ilorin, Kwara State. Yeah, Alikima University has the Faculty of Agriculture, but you ask the question, what makes the Faculty of Agriculture stand out among other universities that has the same faculty as well? Yeah, when we talk
Exactly.
about Alikima University, I have to rate it, let me say 100% practical, 60% theory. Just let me put it in that way. But for a layman, let me say
Okay.
60 to 70% practical and 30% theory. Why I said this? Let me start from the beginning. Though I have national diploma in electrical and electronics engineering at Kwara State Polytechnic Ilorin. That's 2016 to 2018. Then after that, since when I was in secondary school, good and fine, I was my that, oh wow, I love agriculture. I want to become an agriculturist. But then agric has not been booming like this in our country. That's it.
Mm.
My parents insist that no, they want me to become an engineer. I'm just an average student, and they actually know my capacity. They want me to become an engineer. So I put in for jump. I put in into University of Ilorin. I was not given an admission. So
Mm.
fast forward, my dad just said, okay, just try Kwara State Polytechnic. So after then, you can just put on to direct entry into University of Ilorin as electrical and electronics engineering. God help me. It was during that time that I wanted to put my direct entry to University of Ilorin. So that's when COVID-19 started and all school
Okay.
was shut down. But unfortunately, Alikuma, I, unfortunately, Alikuma University was not shut down. Then that's when we started online classes. So, and they are still
Okay.
giving people admission. So that's why I was like, that time is going, blah, blah, blah. Just let me go for a Greek. And my mom was like, it was only God that knows the best. Sure, you understand? So that's
Mm.
why I put into Alikma University. Good
Okay.
and fine. My 100 level, 100, our 100, it was 5 years course. Our 100 level was based on pure science. I'm not in faculty of agriculture then. Let me say I'm in faculty of pure science then. It was our 200 level
Okay.
that are now a full student of faculty of agriculture. Good and
Hmm.
fine. That's how the journey started. Our 100 level, we are pure science. It's not related to any agric. It was physics,
Yes.
chemistry, biology, mathematics, all those stuff. So on our 200 level, this is when the journey began. Our first year at school, we planted maize. No, sorry, we planted vegetable, okra, cucumber, watermelon. It was very, very challenging because what we have not done before. But sincerely, my
Yes.
own idea was maybe we are just going to be in the class 247 just to know what agric is all about. I don't know. I don't. Let me to be sincere. I don't expect it should be like this, more practical than theory. Though there is more theory, but when it comes to agriculture, practical is very, very important. Practical
Yes.
is very, very important. So my 200 level first semester, that was doing dry season. There is no rain then. Our first semester, that's when we plant vegetable, cucumber, watermelon. That's using irrigation method. So
Okay.
it was very, very challenging because early in the morning we have to go and wet our farm, and in the evening we have to wet our farm, and we have to go to class. It's very challenging. So early in the morning, after we have prayed finish, by 6 o'clock, 6:30, all of us will be in the farm. All of us will be in the farm waiting, go and fetch water. Students, they did that. You have to go through this stress to know what you are doing. You have to go through the stress. Without
Hmm.
the stress, you won't believe in what you are doing. Even there are many workers on the farm that they can do all this for us, but no, 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 no. They believe we must be the one to do it. We must. It is a must. Then we go and fetch water
Hmm.
early in the morning. Even there will be cold. All this harmattan season, we fetch water, wet
Hmm.
it. Every day we'll be taking our reading, how they are developing, how they are growing. We have to be taking, we have to be studying their growth. We have to be studying their growth. Maybe every 5 days, we are going to be studying their growth. So fast forward, we keep watering in the morning, in the late in the evening when the weather is cool. We don't wet during the when the sun is shining. So in my second semester in 200 level, that's rain season. That's when we started planting maize. We started planting maize, sorghum. We plant maize and sorghum. Then that's the second semester 200 level. But the most challenging one among it is my 300 level. It's very
Hmm.
challenging because then we have like our first semester, we have like 13 courses we are doing, and then we have to go to the farm. Our first semester 300 level, we did the same process planting. No, we increase it to tomatoes, pepper, cucumber, and watermelon. Early in the
Hmm.
morning, we have to go and wear these our plants. We have to go to the class. Our class started by 8:30. They are less concerned about that. They
Hmm.
are based on what we plant must succeed, and we must come to class. So
Hmm. That's
they
yeah.
introduced this policy that 75% attendance. Without
Hmm.
75% attendance, you will not sit down for exam. And they mean it. Some of our students that they will feel like they are early in the morning, they will go and wear this thing. They are already tired. And once it is 8:30, they will never allow you to enter the class again. That's the policy. We
That's
actually think maybe they are hurting us. That what are they doing like this? Are they not the one that asked us to be going to the farm? Is it that easy? Is it sure you understand as a student? Students will lament. But
exactly.
nothing we can do. So when during the exam, many of the students won't believe the place that should we pay school fees now? Why would they tell us that we're not going to write the exam? We don't have 75% attendance, and they mean it. So
Hmm.
some people go to the farm by 7:30 that me I can't go to class again this morning, 8:30 to 10. So some people will miss that morning class. So when the exam comes, they were like, they bring out their attendance. If your attendance is not up to 75%, you are not sitting
Do
for
not
exam.
the
And
exam.
they did
Hmm.
you are not sitting for the exam. That's the policy. You so what you have to do as a is you must be time conscious. You must be everything. You have to know the reason why you are here. You have to know the reason
Hmm.
why you are an agriculturist. You want to feed the nation. You are not feeding
Hmm.
yourself. So
Hmm.
everything has to be done with time. So
Hmm.
these are so my second semester we did the same thing. We planted so this is just the agronomy aspect. We have
Aspect.
the
Hmm.
animal and the livestock, we have the agric economics, we have the
Hmm.
extension. But
Hmm.
I pass through all these stages because I'm doing pure
That's
agriculture.
awesome.
So
That's awesome.
I have idea of all these stages, everything at my
Hmm.
500 level. So
Hmm.
that's how we repeat the process. During our 400 level, that's why they started this hydroponics, the greenhouse farming hydroponics using water to plant.
Okay.
If
Okay.
if not because of the rain, I will have go to where we did everything. But by special grace of God, once the rain is done, I will send the pictures to the group to see how we use water
Okay.
to plant. It might just be a little place, but at least we have the idea and we can
Hmm.
do
Hmm.
it ourselves. So first, you have the greenhouse farming where you don't have to put your this thing under the sun. You just the greenhouse and your plant will be growing. We
Hmm.
saw that, and then you have fish. Yeah, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with
Hello,
you.
sir.
But I'm with you. I want us to put a pause here because I know you have a lot to say when it comes to Alikima. But to be sincere with you, I must commend the Alikima University Management, especially the Department of Agriculture, for trying to drill their students practically. If other schools are doing this, I think we will not have a graduate of agriculture that will not want to practice what they studied in school. And some schools they don't even I'm sure some schools don't even have farm, and even if they have farm, they are not managing their farm very well. Then why are you saying you are doing agriculture in your school? So I want to commend the effort of Alikima University for doing a great job. This is like a testimonial from you telling us everything you have gone through. No, now one thing about agriculture is not that it's not easy. Yes, but when the profits come, when the proceeds come, definitely you are going to eat from it and you're going to be happy. But you must pass through some stress before you get some things done. So and now one of the things I learned from what you said is that look at what you have planted now. You planted sorghum, you planted tomato, you planted maize, you planted this. Now, when you finish school now, to me, I don't see why an agricultural student will be looking for a job outside and say you are taking your certificate everywhere to say you are looking for a job. Why can't you just get a land, even if it is just an acre of land? What you practice in school, then maize, cassava, say you had the experience. That was what really amazed me. Seeing some of the things you are doing. When you have hands-on practical, this makes you to be more unique and stand out. Now let's see. You told me something about extension services that you guys do for community. Now, how do you go about that? Can you just give us an insight to that too?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Olumide. Thank you. I really appreciate. Yeah, when I talk the extension aspects, but let us put it as a layman. Just let me give you a small insight to those people that don't understand what extension means in agriculture. Most of people here are not agriculture. They might just be like, now, what's the meaning of extension again? So let me
Mhm.
say extension just means that by which going to some local villages, educating them about what a particular seed or educating them on what they can plant and how they can do the planting on their farm. Let me set an
Okay.
example. Let me use this as an example when we visit one village. It's Ora? I can Ora then was my 300 level. Ora is a small village like this. These villagers actually plant maize, rice, and beans. But particularly, they believe that they can never do planting during dry season. They believe planting only
Hmm.
during rainy season. So
Okay.
they don't have much idea about this irrigation
Irrigation.
system
Yes.
because they have a
Hmm.
big farm. They were like, how would they be watering farm doing um yeah,
Dry
during
season.
dry season, it's not easy for them. It's not easy for them. So we go to them. When we got there, the first day we got there, we went to the King's Palace. We talked to the King's Palace, the reason why we are here, all those. We just let them know the reason why that we are farmers. We are here to educate your people how to go about irrigation, irrigation system. The king was wow, that's cool. The next day, he has called all the obìnrin ìlú, the farmers, all those stuff. So we started educating them how to go about it, irrigation farming. Why, as a farmer, you don't have to wait for rain before you can plant. That's one
Exactly.
of the basic things I know, that as a farmer, you should all plant all year rounder. There is nothing like I can't plant is I can only plant during the rainy season, I can plant during the dry season. No, you have to be able to plant all year rounder. So then we know that we have already did an investigation about the village, that they are basically doing rainy season
Planting
farming. They
during the
don't know
rainy
much
season.
about irrigation. Yeah, so
Mm.
that's why we bring some of the instruments that we have. We bring some of the instruments for them, like hose. Even some of them have, and they have these borehole, that it is even easy for them to tap water from, for them to wear their farm. So we make sure we bring out our hose. We make a nursery for water to pass through. We connect our pipe. Then we just to set an example for them how to go about it. We actually help the village then. We actually help, because after then my level advisor, he was not in Nigeria anymore now. He's now in Canada. He was the one that take us to the village. He's doing his PhD in Canada now. So then he later give us testimony that the villages are actually using the method. So there was this village that we also went to. They are planting all these Roselle seed, hibiscus, this
Okay. Okay.
ishapa, and those things that they usually use to do zobo. So they always complain that their
Zobo.
seed is not, yes, is not germinating well. That's why we bring the idea of seed dressing to them. Seed dressing, that
Mm.
is how you can dress your seed. Most of the seed that we brought from company, some of the company actually add chemical, all those stuffs to it. And if
Mm.
there is a lot of chemical in the seed, it won't germinate very well. It
Exactly.
won't yield
Exactly.
very well. So that's why I bring the idea of seed
Seed
dressing.
dressing.
So when
Okay.
yeah, seed dressing. When we got to the village, we because before we can go to any village, we'll have done our investigation. What is actually their problem in that community? What
Mm.
did they lack?
Mm.
What did they need in that
Mm.
community? Then we have also prepared ourselves. We follow the same process. When we go to the village, they tell us their problem. Nǹkan tá à ń gbìn kò ń ṣe dáadáa ni all those stuff. Kò ń ṣe dáadáa ni. Okay, there is no problem. There is always a method. And as an agriculturist, there will always be a way for you to skate
Exactly.
through some challenges. There is always there will be problem, and there is always a solution.
The
The
solution.
solution is even
Exactly.
more than the problem. There is always a solution. There is always a solution. So that's how we
Mm.
started our seed dressing. You have to get distilled water. What do you mean by distilled water? A very cleaned water. A very, very clean water that there is no any germs in. Well, how do you do this? Getting distilled water is a process, yeah. But thank God, my school, we are able to do the distilled water by ourselves. So
Okay.
when we got to the village, we get our own seed by ourselves. We sell seed. We sell seed. We have to firstly we'll show them that firstly, before you can treat a seed, it's just like seed treatment. Seed dressing is like a seed treatment. We have to wash away all this chemical
Mm.
firstly before before you can plant. So we have to wash this seed with distilled water thrice, 3 times. We wash it 3 times. After washing it, there are different methods. You can use the distilled water to to inoculate. We can, or we should use grover leaves. But let me use grover leaves as an example. You have to
Okay.
get a guava leaves. When you get the guava, you have to dry it. Not sun dry, just have to dry it in a cool place. Are you getting
Okay.
me? Just to dry
Yes.
it in a cool place. After drying it, you have to blend it. Though let me say go, for us to make our work easier, we blend it
Okay.
with
You are going to
blender.
pound. Okay.
Yes, 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 you can pound it. Sure, you can pound it with odo and mortar, with mortar
Mortar and
and
pestle. Okay. Okay.
yes, yes, mortar and pestle. But we grind our own just to make it more easier, and we show them we grind it. When you grind it, you put it inside a conical flask. Let me use conical flask, but you can use valve. But when you are doing
Okay.
this, everything you are doing must be clean. Before we can
Hmm.
even use the conical flask, we have to use ethanol to wash the conical flask for it to remove any germs
Okay.
that can affect the seed, like pathogens. Let me say, actually, we are going to the pathogens. These plant pathogens, how to treat
Hmm.
seed. This is what I'm actually explaining now. But not as a cause, it's plant pathogens as a cause. Is a cause entirely in agriculture. Is a cause
Okay.
entirely. So you have to blend the grover. There are many ways you can use, but I'm using the grover to cite an example. We
I get.
blend the grover. When you blend the grover, you have to use ethanol to clean all the our area, maybe the chair, maybe the desk we are using. It is very very important because of germs. We clean the conical flask, the spoon, so we have to put the the blended grover inside the conical flask. We add our distilled water. Then we are going the seed that we have washed, that we have washed with distilled water. We have to put it inside the grover for like 1 hour, or let me say 1 hour to 2 hours, for it to soak it.
Okay.
Then after then you can plant. It can be in nursery. Most of our local farmers don't actually understand what nursery is all about. They don't
Exactly.
believe in
Exactly.
transplanting, nursery
Hmm.
transplanting. So they believe that once the land is available, they should plant, everything will grow there.
You germinate.
Though we actually
Hmm.
germinate, we actually introduce the nursery, we actually introduce the nursery farming to them, but they still don't actually, they think it was wasting of time. But our own, we actually plant it through on a nursery farm. So after
Hmm.
a month, we have to move it from the nursery to the farm, to their farm yard. So that's how, and we are giving the testimony that their hibiscus work very well. It's just for
Hmm.
them to know. Even after then, they called us, their king called us, that because their kings also have their own farm. This is the process their
Okay.
king has been using. This is the process.
Hmm.
Sometimes land also matter. The
Exactly.
farmland they are using also matter, that affect the seed to germinate.
Hmm.
But once all
Hmm.
this is done, you are good to go. So we have been to many villages, many communities.
Communities.
There are some
Hmm.
communities that they always complain of weed, that the weed is also is always morning when they plant their maize. Not everybody know about selective herbicide. Not everybody
Hmm.
know about. That's why I always say that as a farmer, you want to have a good farmland, you must have a manager that knows about all these things. So we went there, we get, and all these things, the school that is sponsoring it is not the village, because we are there. The school want us to have our own knowledge. The school is doing us because of us, for us to know
Hmm.
what we are doing, for us, because sincerely, like me, I always say, this school is not teaching us that you should go and work with under anybody.
Hmm.
We are not taught like that. You have to stand on your own. Even if the people will rather need your service, you won't be under them. You will be the one controlling that. I do like this, and I don't have time this way. You have to put yourself in something. That's just it. And I'm very grateful. I'm very happy. I'm in Alikima University, sincerely.
Hmm.
Thank you.
I think I love the word you I love the way you ended your statement, that you are very happy, you are very grateful for being in Alikima University. Once again, I want to commend the efforts of the management of Alikima University, and I want to ask if it is possible for Voice of the Farmer to visit Alikima University maybe by August or September, if you can work on that, because we need to propagate and let people know that what they are doing in that school is exceptional. Because I know some schools do that too, but what they are doing now is different. They are introducing you guys to technology in agriculture, that is talking about the hydroponics, talking about the greenhouse, which some of our students in other schools don't even have access to unless they go for maybe CWES or internship, which is a good one from Alikima University. So, Mr. Abibullah, thank you very much for your time, and I love the fact that you take us through some, because I also learned something from you about seed dressing. I think I'm hearing that for the first time. Probably they are calling it another name here, but now hearing it from you, what we call seed dressing, at least I can also transfer this knowledge to someone else again. So I think you've been able to give us an idea about something. But now I think some of us, some people watching us out there should know that yes, agriculture is not just a course that you just go to school and study and say you come out and you're looking for a job. Now look at Mr. Abibullah now. He said it's not, their school is not even teaching them to be looking for a job. Now they want you to stand alone, even if it's an extension officer. Definitely people will need your services, not you begging them for job now, which is a good one. I think if other schools too can also emulate this method, so that they will make our group students, they will, even before they finish their school, they have lands already that they are doing this planting, or maybe they are rearing animals or anything. That will make it more easier for us. And now what we just did today is just telling a farmer to tell a story. And this is not just a farmer alone, he's a student currently in school, probably maybe let me say by the end of this year he's supposed to finish his course in Alikima University, but he's doing it very great when it comes to agriculture. And that is why he joined us on the program today to lend his voice and also talk about his school, what they're doing. Now, my question is that what is your school doing when it comes to agriculture? That is your own school, either any school that you belong to. Are they really doing this practical session that Abibullah has taken us through? And what are they really doing it? I think if they're not doing it, I think they need to change their ways and start doing the practical session of agricultural sector. So, Mr. Abibullah, thank you very much. I want you to please help us work on how can we have access to Alikima University, to come and see how we can propagate this news to the whole world that yes, Alikima University is doing a very great job, and they're doing when it comes to practical session for their students, they are doing a very great job. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Abibullah, for coming on the show today. We are going to be rounding up the show now. I'm very sure we are going to be talking at the back end and see one of the things that we can let our viewers also learn from you as well. Till you call on me next time. Thank you very much, Mr. Abibullah. My name is Garuba Afisolumide once again. I will see you guys by 3 p.m. because we have a student from another university, that is Akwa Ibom University, that also want to share our story again, being a student, and what are the challenges they are facing and how they've been able to overcome those challenges. Till I come your way next time, my name is Garuba Afisolumide. I say bye bye and God bless.